Selected from 20,000 applicants to compete in one of TV's most successful business shows, Lindy Mangaza, a candidate in the last series of The Apprentice, has a new business plan. It isn't one Sir Alan Sugar would give his blessing to, not least because it is illegal, but it could generate an awful lot of money. Not for all the people she persuades to invest, but certainly for Lindy herself. Like many apprentice candidates, a desire to make money is something Lindy Mangaza has never been shy about. Sir Alan was unimpressed by her idea for a round-the-clock laundry business. But it was her plan to tie a small business into an exclusive contract that sealed her fate. Her response? She simply said, "I'm going to make a fortune." And we've discovered how she intends to do just that. Through a women's networking scheme, which she calls Financial Freedom for Women. She says it's new and it can make you very rich. In fact, it's very old and it's unlikely to do anything of the sort. Lindy has just begun to hold weekly meetings, often at upmarket venues. After a tip-off, we bagged ourselves an invite to one of the first.
Hello.
And right from the start, she explains her scheme could prove a nice little earner.
I started a meeting exactly like this about 4 years ago in Birmingham. I invested £1,000 into this scheme. It took me 4 weeks and I got back £8,000. From that, I reinvested £3,000 and then I got back £24,000. Then I reinvested £6,000 and got back £48,000.
With returns of 48 times her initial £1,000 investment, no wonder she's keen to bring the same get-rich-quick scheme to London.
Anything that I generally do always turns to gold and it always works, and that's not in a big-headed way.
Bold claims indeed. Lindy shows us a diagram to explain the scheme. By investing up to £3,000, she says you can make 8 times your initial investment, provided you can persuade enough friends and family to also fork out that much cash. It's like a giant chain letter, which sounds like a classic pyramid gifting scam, as someone else at the meeting quickly works out.
Pyramid. No. I'll explain to you. A pyramid is totally... I'll explain to you how the scheme works and then I'll explain to you what a pyramid is and how different it is. Pyramids are... No, bad.
Yes, it is a pyramid, and yes, it is bad, as all the experts we've spoken to agree.
It's a pyramid scheme, pure and simple. You have to recruit people to get more income to distribute it. There's no new money. Someone's going to lose, and lose a lot of money.
Dr. John Haig has done the maths. In a scheme like this, is it possible for everyone to be a winner?
It's completely impossible. You start off with one person who puts in £3,000. To get £24,000, then you've got to find 8 other people who give them that money. At that stage, you've got one winner, but you've got 8 losers. Now, those 8 losers can become winners, but to do that, they need 8 people each. So you need 64 people who will pay them their £3,000. So at this stage, you've now got 9 winners, but 64 losers. At any time, you've got about 7 to 8 times as many losers as winners. In the long run, about 86% of the people in this scheme are going to be losers.
But it seems Lindy hasn't got her sums right.
Is there a chance you lose your money?
No. The only thing that, and this is a really, really good point, good question, the only thing that could happen is it takes you longer than 18 weeks to get your money.
So if you invite people like, you know, you want to bring your friends in and your family, they're not going to lose either. You're not bringing them something.
Definitely not. See, that was my worry.
Yeah.
If it all sounds a bit confusing, one thing is absolutely clear. Any kind of pyramid gifting scheme is now illegal under 2 sets of legislation: the Gambling Act of 2005 and the Consumer Protection from Unfair Trading Regulations 2008. Lindy Mangaza ticks the boxes for breaching both. The law says a person commits an offence if they invite another to join a chain gift scheme.
The ethics of the group are, all we ask is that people just invite people.
Or if they knowingly manage a chain gift scheme. Well, Lindy admits she set this one up.
I've known her for ages and she's been begging me to start one in London.
It's amazing that people will do this with the history of schemes, certainly in the early part of this century. People have lost thousands of pounds, and I just urge them not to join and become another statistic, another somebody who's lost their life savings.
Pyramid gifting schemes first entered the UK in around 2000.
Tens of thousands of women stand to lose lots of money in a bizarre selling scheme which has gripped several parts of the country.
They've devastated entire communities, most famously in the Isle of Wight and later Llanelli. But Lindy thinks, in the current economic climate, she's onto a winner.
This is a credit crunch is an opportunity, do you know what I mean, guys? You've got to think, there are more millionaires made in a bad economy than there are at any other time. And it's people that think, oh my God, credit crunch, I've got a credit crunch wardrobe, can't do anything.
The truth is, there's never been a worse time to launch a scheme like this. Few of us can afford to lose thousands of pounds at the best times, let alone when we're feeling the pinch, which is why Lindy's scheme has to be nipped in the bud before too many people hand over too much cash. The next meeting is about to take place in London's Holborn, and this time money could be changing hands. We can't let that happen.
Has anyone else got payments to make today?
So, as 3 people are about to hand over thousands of pounds in cash, we make our move.
Lindy. Hi. Before anyone makes any payments, I just wanted to say to you that I'm actually... Are you running late? No, I'm actually from the BBC. Oh, are you? And we've got the report...
Our undercover producer explains what we've been doing, and Lindy agrees to come out and explain herself. Hi, Lindy. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
She's adamant she's doing nothing wrong, and even that her scheme isn't a pyramid.
Independent advice from a solicitor and a tax lawyer, and I've spoken to 3 different people who have very good understandings of network marketing and pyramid selling. If I thought what I was doing was illegal, then I wouldn't continue doing it.
You're going to go back in there and continue?
I can guarantee you 100% that anything that I'm involved in, anything we're doing here is not breaking the law.
What would Sir Alan say to it?
Sir Alan, I don't think really cares about me and what I do with my life, so... Have a good evening. What's being paid?
Well, Lindy Ngaza joins us now. Lindy, presumably you've taken some more advice. If you're still saying that this is legal, seriously, a word to the wise, you could be in serious trouble.
OK, I have never participated in anything illegal and never want to be a part of anything illegal at all.
How does this differ from a pyramid selling scheme?
OK, as you haven't shown the whole meeting and what we do, it's a ladies' networking meeting. So a group of consenting adults all over the age of 18 and networking together. They all run their own small independent businesses and we trade amongst each other.
You're inviting them in, they're handing over money, they're inviting other people in, and they're handing over money.
They don't have to invite other people in.
Whichever way you look at the diagram, it's a pyramid. Have you taken advice, Lindy?
You've actually turned the diagram upside down in the VT that you've just shown, so that sort of says a lot.
It's an upside-down pyramid.
OK.
Have you taken advice over the weekend?
After your sort of attendance to my meeting and you bringing these things to my attention, you know, I will take into account everything that you said, but I never will be a part of any pyramid scheme. I never want to be a part of a pyramid scheme.
Are you going to carry on
doing
this?
And if there is anything about my networking meeting that is illegal, I will cease to continue any illegal activity because I never want to be part of anything illegal and never will be.
The maximum sentence for what you are doing is 51 weeks.
What you're claiming I'm doing. You didn't attend my meeting. And
all the people we've spoken to, all the experts are saying this is illegal.
That are obviously on your side. OK.
Let me just tell you.
OK.
The maximum sentence is 51 weeks.
OK.
Are you going to carry on doing this? Yes or no?
Let's put things into perspective here. I think that I was in a public bar with 8 ladies that were all friends and we were talking about business together. I think you're using me as a scapegoat because I've been on a reality TV show for 5 weeks. We're having a discussion about networking and I think it's a bit of a waste of licence payers' money that you've got me on here on the BBC talking about running a pyramid scaling when I'm sitting with a group of friends talking about a networking meeting.
I hope for your sake you're right. Thank you, Lindy.
I am. Thank you.